Recorded live.
And thank you for tuning in. You're listening to the Beyond 50 radio program. We appreciate you tuning in with us. I'm your host, Daniel Davis. We're going to talk today on the program very briefly but very deeply about a very wonderful project and retreat that's going on out there in the world today. It's simply known as the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center. This place is known worldwide for its foundation in spirituality and living foods, and as a leading fasting and detoxification center, offering a diversity of spa vacations, spiritual retreats, and spiritual and health educational programs. Joining us here on the Beyond 50 radio program today is our guest and founder, Rabbi Gabriel Cousens, the doctor and the diplomat of the American Board of Holistic Medicine, and he's joining us here on the Beyond 50 radio program to talk about what the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center can do for people worldwide who are suffering from diabetes and how they might be able to reverse it as well as cure it. And I'd like to welcome to the program Dr. Gabriel Cousens. Thank you for joining us here on the program today.
Well, I'm really pleased to be here with you. First of all, as someone in 66 years young, I'm aware of the people in our generation is that we literally are running 25% of people over 60 with type 2 diabetes. Now, the good news is it's completely reversible. Now, that is a very bold statement, but we're talking about type 2 diabetes, which is a result of diet, lack of exercise, and really, in a sense, overweight, obesity. And at the Tree of Life, we have been going for since 1993, where we're really designed to help people make the tremendous positive step from what we call the culture of death, where people are kind of out of touch with their soul energy and are living in kind of a self-exploitive way, moving into the culture of life where we put love and light and joy back into the core of your existence. And then we empower people. We teach people how to prepare, these high-quality foods that are really tasty. We help people work on, at whatever age, sacred relationships. And if you've been married for 50 years, your relationship can even get more sacred and help wake that up. We have spiritual fasting retreats, and we have had people in their 90s successfully do this. We have detox programs that are very important because with age, there's a tendency to accumulate toxins. You want to get those out of the body so your body can be really functioning at its highest level. And that's part of the key to diabetes. So we start our diabetes 21-day diabetes program with the fast within 2 to 4 days, and usually even faster if you're on oral hypoglycemics. But in 2 to 4 days, you're off insulin. Almost everybody who's type 2. And then within that 21 days, there's usually dramatic reversals of the fasting blood sugar back to below 100, although we don't guarantee it. It may take 3 months, but that's huge when you've been told it's only going to get worse and there's no way to heal. But mostly, a lot of people heal, within that 21 days, but we don't consider a person healed until they've been stable below 100 for 3 months. And then the next is the 0 Point course, which helps people deal with their addictions, which is to food or to other things, and really opening up their spiritual life. And the third part is the conscious eating part, where we train people how to prepare their own foods that are really in alignment with the diet you need to reverse diabetes. What we're really doing with this diet is actually turning on your anti-aging genes. This is a particular diet that has been shown in research to literally uplift your anti-aging genes by 400%, your anti-inflammatory genes and your anti-cancer genes and antioxidant genes. This research was done on mice, not on humans, because they were using gene chips. It's done by Dr. Spindler, published in Science magazine in 2001. But really what we find is our approach literally turns on your anti-diabetic genes and your anti-aging genes. Because to understand this is to understand that diabetes is just accelerated aging. So that's part of what we do at the tree. The other thing we do here is we have a conscious or sustainable a gardening course, teaching people how to grow their own food in greenhouse structures. So wherever you are in the country, or literally in the world, you can grow your own food, within the greenhouse, and that gives you a consistent year-round approach. So we're looking at people's total life and seeing how we can empower them to go every better. And where that takes us is what we call stages of age, is that we want to allow people the opportunity to understand that we have accumulated a certain amount of wisdom, and it's now time to begin sharing it, but also being able to receive even more, so that the tree really focuses on helping people kind of wake up to a new level of meaning and value in their life. So that's kind of what we do at the tree.
Well, it sounds like you're helping people actually realize that most of us are of the world and not living in it, and it certainly can create a wonderful transformation when one discovers what it's like to actually be here now in the world.
Well articulated, very well spoken, and the truth is we are helping to inspire people even deeper into the divine, and that is really what our focus is. So that was really well said.
It's just such a wonderful place that you have there. And go ahead and give people the location and a website where they can find out more about Tree of Life and what it is that you do totally.
Yeah, sure. One of the things that we're located in southern Arizona on a mesa at 4,100 feet. It isn't really a desert as you would think. It's high desert. It's very beautiful, very green. And you can reach us at www.treeoflife.nu. We're in Patagonia, Arizona. We're a one gas station town. We're about 20 miles from the Mexican border. And the other program we have is GabrielCousens.com, which is opens up for people to have live discussions around spirituality, around relationships, around parenting, grandparenting in this case, and also about live foods or about nutrition in general. So that's GabrielCousens.com. Either one of those two sites, you get the full information about all the programs that are offered. So it's www.treeoflife.nu and GabrielCousens.com, COUSENS, and you can reach us at 520-394-2520 for those who don't like to use computers. And some of us are still working to learn to use computers. Because when I grew up, we didn't have TV. So, it's like it's really a different world.
Just in closing here, maybe you might be able to suggest to our listening and watching audience, are there viewable and readable materials out there that show people the cure for type 2 diabetes?
Yeah, we have a few things. There's actually a movie that shows where 6 people had no clue what they're doing, the people who are on the typical American SAD diet, okay? Mm-hmm. And what their experience was at the tree in 30 days. And that's a DVD, I mean. And then we also have testimonials on our website, too. So it's www.treeoflife.nu, but also you can get the DVD, which is very inspirational. It's an hour and 15-minute movie. It's very well done. It's been received with a lot of acclaims and won different awards, around the country.
Yeah, which I did watch, by the way, for the listeners out there. It's very encouraging, and it's interesting the types of attitudes people have that come to you. Some of them are all in, some of them are kind of wavering on the fence. And I think there was actually one that just says, I can't change my life. So it was interesting the different approaches that you've seen within the documentary.
Right. I think the key is we acknowledge that this life change, going to the culture of life, is not the easiest thing for people. And the movie kind of points it out, and then it shows the victory of how people start reaching their highest potential as they get through their resistance. So we're very realistic that way.
Well, thank you again, Dr. Gabriel Cousens, for joining us here on the Beyond 50 radio program. Please go ahead and give your website out again one more time.
www.treeoflife.nu, and I'm going to say it for those who don't use computers, 520-394-2520.